Good morning, everybody, or evening, or afternoon, or night, or whatever. You just say morning, don't you, regardless of what time of the day it is. You walk into work at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you go, morning. I don't think there's anybody watching at the minute anyway, so it doesn't actually matter, so that's fine. There's a cat on my desk already. Oh my god. Scorpio, really? Really? Don't you be getting your eyes on my computer. No. You're not going up there. No. Get your paws off my laptop. Hey. Hey, stop. No, not having it. You're not going there. Starting the stream with kitten drama in true Magpie fashion. He's ended up on top of the computer. He's ended up in the exact place where I was telling him not to go. Little arsehole. His tail is also in front of the screen. At least move your tail. Will you at least move your tail? He's not going to move his tail. Right, shall we get back into Oblivion then? Since that is what, we're kind of here for. Put the thing on. There is literally a cat tail in front of my screen. Like, just put your tail around the other side. We'll put cat cam on so you can see him. Where's cat cam? I think cat cam's on the windowsill. It ended up on the windowsill, didn't it? During the Oblivion stream, I remember. Pop it on, just so you can look at him. Scorps. Scorps. Look. Look. They can see you. I say they. According to YouTube, there aren't any people yet. But that's okay. Hey. Look. Look. I can see you on top of the computer where you're not supposed to be. Your fat arse is going to damage it. Doesn't give a fuck. Look at him. Look at him. Doesn't give a shit. Couldn't care less, could you? You can also see the cobwebs on my wall. There are a lot of cobwebs in this flat. Dusting is not a thing I spend a lot of time doing. Should we put the cat cam on the windowsill if that's where you're going to go? You're going to go on the windowsill? Are you going behind there? Where are you going? Scorps, where are you going? Pick a place. You're going up. Where are you going? Scorps, where are you going? That's my laptop you just walked over. Are you leaving? He's leaving. Fair enough. Right, okay, so... Oh, we're starting off in style today, aren't we? Right, I've got level ups to do. You don't get level ups by clicking on the portrait anymore. You have to hit P, and it's really pissed me off. Right, okay, so Varik. I don't know how to level people up in Inquisition. The leveling, they made the leveling really boring, didn't they? By the fact, like, you don't assign attributes, you just kind of, you get attributes depending on what things you pick. I find that very weird. And then the combat's so boring anyway, it's sort of like, what's the point? We auto-level him up. We just auto-level up everybody. I don't know. Threat reduction. Yeah. Evade. You leap away from incoming attacks, putting yourself where you need to be to win this fight. Actually, that would be useful for him because he's an archer. We'll go on with that. Shadwa. Shadwa? Yeah, Shudwa. And then... Boop. Cassandra. I think we haven't given her enough sword and shield abilities. What does that do? Stamina for every 10% health loss. That's shite. Oh, I cannot unlock that ability. Interesting. Do more damage with Payback Strike, and if you've recently taken damage, you also stun taunted enemies. Payback Strike now taunts enemies. Or, when you use Shield Wall, your movement is not slowed as much, you also protect nearby allies. Or, blocking with Shield Wall costs less stamina and generates more guard, but you cannot move while blocking. Okay, that one. I want that one. Why can't I unlock that ability? Oh, I don't have any points to spend. It said that she had a level up, right? Was I imagining that? Or have I given her... Did I actually give her a level up? I accidentally clicked that one. Yeah, which is not what I want. Yeah, we'll go with that one. We'll go with that one. And then... won't let me go to anybody else. Now it'll let me go to other people. I fucking hate this UI. Honest to God, it's absolutely awful. There's a lot of things I don't like about Inquisition. But then, the whole sort of like, the story of it, the atmosphere, the world, the characters. I love all of that so much that I kind of forgive it a lot of things. But, yeah, I think Solus needs a bit more attackiness. He doesn't have much in the way of attackiness, does he? Your barrier explodes into wild magic when enemies destroy it. The blast freezes all nearby enemies and allows you to cast your next spell without consuming mana. Or, by standing still, you enter into a meditative state that restores your mana at an enhanced rate and reduces all cooldown times. Yeah, you let invisible waves of magic carry you forward, blurring ahead a short distance. You have mastered the... I can't even get that one yet, can I? Or we could make Witness Grasp. Now damages and chills nearby enemies. Enemies that are already frozen or chilled take massive damage when hit with Witness Grasp. 1000%! Oh my goodness. We'll go with that. Why not? Why not? The other one would probably have been more useful, but I don't know. That one sounded cool. Right, okay, so... Fred's here! Hello, Fred! You don't exist according to YouTube. So, you know, it's Ghost Fred. Ghost Fred is here today. Right. So... Actually, to be honest, Fred, when it's you, Welsh Friend, and Brenda, and you're the only three, like, in the chat, and the only three watching, it always says there's only 2 people. So there's one of you that it just doesn't realise exists. You know, but I don't know if it's the same one every time. Who knows? Who knows? Right, what were we doing then? You missed some kitten drama, by the way. There was a good bit of cat cam action. I can't remember what I was doing. Should we have a look at our journal? Have a little look-see. You're off the grid today. Yeah, literally 0 viewers is what YouTube's telling me. 0. Right, we need to go and find Master Dennett. The rest of it will probably just like stumble across on our way, won't we? Because Master Dennett is like across the map. Should we, yeah, set that one as active. Yeah. You know what? I'm a little bit peckish. I haven't had anything to eat before starting this stream because I had a very big lunch, and when and it made me feel a bit sick. And then when I got home, I was like, yeah, I'm not hungry, so I haven't had anything. And then 8 minutes into starting the live stream, I think, oh, I'm a bit hungry. I was very bad at lunchtime today, but in my defence, I don't think this is really a defence. This is not a defence. So, my work bestie wasn't in today because she had a migraine, and my other work bestie doesn't work Tuesdays, so I was on my own and I was wandering around like a lost little lamb, and I'd taken a salad to work with me because, you know, I'm being healthy. And I was so like, I was just like, oh, none of my mates are in, and yeah, I left the salad in the fridge in the break room, and I bought a chicken fajita wrap and a grab bag of Quavers and a crunchy bar and a share cream egg bar, and I ate the lot. I felt a bit ill. So yeah, anyway, I also picked up my shopping after work. I did a click and collect. It's all like really healthy stuff, like salads and fruit and protein puddings and things like that. I love protein pudding for breakfast. Yeah. There's a YouTuber that I watch, I think I've mentioned it before, who does like the psychology behind weight loss and stuff like that, and dieting and things, and the science behind fast food and stuff like that. And one of the videos she did, it was fascinating. It was about Google employees and how when people start working at Google, we're going off on a tangent already, but it's fine. yeah, when people start working at Google, when people started working at Google, they would put weight on, because in the Google offices they have they have food everywhere and it's all free, and they have like restaurants and cafes and things that the employees can just go to and everything's free, and then every room has like snack stands with, you know, sweets and stuff on, and all the food's free. So like they were finding that when people started working at Google, they were putting on a lot of weight, and they wanted to combat this issue without taking the food away. So what they did was, all of like the junk food, the chocolate and the biscuits and stuff like that, they just made them harder to get to, because they did like a psychological kind of, you know, thing. They did a psychological thing, and they found that like as humans, we will generally always choose the most convenient option over anything else. You know, even over like what we actually want, we'll choose like convenience over anything. So what they did was that all of the junk food, they didn't take the junk food away. They just moved it further away, so it was just slightly harder to get to. And even something as simple as like moving the chocolate 10 steps further away than the fruit meant that people were more likely to pick the fruit. And they did things like the sweets and stuff like that. They would put them in jars, but then they would put them like hide them away in cupboards and stuff like that, so you would actually have to go looking for them. And all of the healthy stuff was like the most convenient stuff, the easiest stuff to just grab. And they found that alone completely solved the problem. Completely solved the problem of people putting loads of weight on when they started working at Google. And the point of the video was that you can apply this in your own life by making your healthiest option also your most convenient. And I remember when I first watched the video, which was months ago, I kind of thought, no, I'd always choose chocolate over fruit, even if it was less convenient. But I've started doing it in my life, where I'm buying things to make sure that like the stuff that I've got for breakfast and stuff like that, like the most convenient, quickest one to make is also the healthiest. Oh my god, it works. It absolutely 100% works. It really does. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, so like I'm buying like protein puddings, you know, they're like 20 grams of protein and very low sugar and fat. And then like ready cut fruit. I mean, it's a bit more expensive, I'll be honest. Because I'm buying like ready-made salads in little plastic tubs rather than, which like it would be cheaper to buy a lot of salad stuff and make my own salads. But what I find is that when I do that, I'll make maybe 2 salads, and then like I just kind of go, I can't be bothered after that, and then the rest of the salad stuff that I've bought goes off and has to be thrown out. Like, it's better to spend a bit more money and actually eat the food you've bought, isn't it? So yeah, I buy like ready-made salads to take into work for my lunch. And get protein puddings and little trays of like the ready-cut fruit, like pineapple fingers and stuff like that, for breakfast. And because it's 20 grams of protein, it really fills you up. But what I used to do is, like, my kind of healthy breakfast used to be stuff like scrambled egg on toast. But then I would have to actually make scrambled egg on toast. And it was far quicker to just kind of have, like, chocolate spread on toast or something like that. So, you know. So in fact, I'm just like, oh my god, this actually works. Anyway, yeah, that's my story for today. Yeah. So, let's fight some of these demons then, since they're here, since they've been kind enough to show up. Would be rude not to, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh, there's a rage demon. Well, you know what? Piss off. Just go away. I'm not interested in you, Mr. Rage Demon. They don't quite instill the fear that they used to in the earlier games, do they? Not that they were ever particularly scary. They've always been kind of like, you know, the weakest of the demons. But, you know. If you had a lot of Rage Demons in Origins, they could be a bit scary because they would just, like, turn the room into a black corner. Yes. Try peanut butter on toast instead of chocolate. Yes, I was actually doing that for a while. I was having peanut butter on toast for my breakfast because that's high protein, isn't it? I do like peanut butter, but I think when I have it too often, I get a bit sick of it. why we have to fight counters to go off on. Take a health focus. Sandra, also take a health focus. Thank you. Yeah. Plus the protein puddings are really good. You know when you've got like protein bars and, I mean, I've never been that convinced by all of the protein stuff that comes out all the time. I sort of think it's a bit of a scam. I don't know if they're that good for you, because they're, you know, like processed, aren't they? They're like highly processed food, which is like bad for you, and they're not. I don't think they're that rich in nutrients or anything. But I know like bodybuilders and stuff use them just to get protein, because they need a lot of protein. But they've become quite mainstream, haven't they? People just use them when they're on diets and stuff like that, even if they're not, you know, spending a lot of calories. Which is why I have fruit with them, because then I think, like, you know, it means you're getting good stuff as well. Although I know fruit's high in sugar, but I don't really give a fuck. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yes, like the protein bars and the protein shakes and things like that. A lot of them are sort of like, they're not food that you would eat for pleasure. You know, they're alright, but they're not, you know. But the protein puddings, I get like chocolate ones and vanilla ones and caramel ones, but mostly the chocolate ones. And honestly, it just tastes like chocolate pudding. It just tastes exactly like chocolate pudding. It tastes like unhealthy food. So, you know. But anyway. Did you announce you were doing this live stream? Well, no, I didn't, because I forgot.
A beautiful area to have seen so much sadness.
Yeah. That could be the reason, Fred, why there's nobody else here. I was thinking that, because yeah, I forgot to do the live stream schedule. You know, the regulars know that I live stream on a Tuesday, man, Fred. Also, I wasn't 100% sure that I would end up live streaming today, so yeah. There's a lot going on at the minute, to be honest. I think the live streams might get a little bit less regular. I mean, they're still going to be, you know, I'm still going to be doing them every week, most weeks. But yeah, it's just there's a lot going on at the minute. Plus, we're kind of going into spring and summer, aren't we? And you know, I like to get out the house and things. And I'm trying to get more of a life than what I've currently got. I'm trying to get out more, I'll be honest. Oh, I accidentally killed the cute thing. Oh. I hate that about Inquisition. You just accidentally kill the animals. You can't actually aim. Like, the game auto-locks on to just whatever target it feels like. You can't actually aim properly. Yes, but I forgot to do the live stream schedule. Like, I don't actually know if Saturday's live stream is going to be happening. Because I might have something else on, but I don't know yet. So... yes. See what happens. Yeah. YouTube still doesn't know you exist, Fred. It's still telling me 0 viewers. Hey dear. Right. I think we're going to need a lot of tangents, Fred, to fill the gaps while we're wandering around the Hinterlands, just me and you. I'm still working on those fanfiction videos. I recorded the first one, which is about living legends and how I came up with the idea for it and everything, where it came from, the origins of it. And then I recorded a second one, which was about where the like the post-war world and what I'd come up with for each race and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff. But I don't think I did a very good job, so I'm going to re-record that one. And then I'm going to do one about Shepard and Liara's relationship and why and how I write it and why I write it the way I write it. What else am I going to do? I've got a list written down somewhere of all the ones I'm going to do. I want to get a few of them recorded before I start uploading them, though. I'm gonna have a sex-themed one where I talk about sex scenes. You'll appreciate that one, Fred. There's quite a few sex scenes in Living Legends, but they're always there for a purpose, and they're sort of, each one's kind of different. I don't like sex for the sake of sex. Not in fiction, I mean in life, sure. In a story. God, that's out of context. I don't like sex for the sake of sex. Put that on a Magpie t-shirt. Oh, viral effects is here. Hello, viral effects. Interesting to learn what the format will be. What, of the fanfiction videos? I will let you discover that one, Fred. So yeah, I'm gonna have one talking about the sex scenes and like what purpose each one had, and because like I do always, if I'm gonna put a sex scene in there, it always has there's always a reason behind it. I don't just do it for the sake of it. And it's, you know, some of them are quite passionate and lusty, and some of them are more sort of like, you know, affectionate, and some of them are comical, and some of them are, you know, much like sex in real life, it could be a lot of things, can't it? Some of them are, you know, kind of boring and sort of real-lifey, and there's one coming up, actually, that's a bit, I don't know what the word's gonna be to best describe it. It's a bit... I don't want to say uncomfortable, but it's like, it's immediately after something bad has just happened, and it's definitely not something you'll read for, you know, enjoyment. Let's say that much. Yeah. But anyway. Yeah. But yes, it's been one of those weird times this last kind of week and a half-ish where just like loads of things seem to have happened all at once, and I've not really had time to, you know, do the stuff that I actually want to do. So, you know, that's why nothing's happened recently, really, apart from the live streams. But we'll get back into it. Hello, demons! Sorry, I was reading the chat. Sorry, darling. Were you trying to get my attention there? I'm so sorry. I was reading the chat, Angel. I'll give you all the attention you want while I shoot you in the face. They're so annoying, aren't they? Like, how man? Just can't do. You don't just walk about like a normal person. You have to do the whole dramatic leap thing. Oh, there we are. I prefer sex scenes to make sense in the context of the story, such as the characters were horny. Yeah, I suppose. But, like, I don't think you need to see that when, like, that's the reason. I also don't like, I was going to say I don't like smut. To be honest, I do like smut. I do quite enjoy a bit of smut now and then. If it's a smutty story, you know? But when when a writer puts a lot of smut into a story for no reason, it's a bit weird. If you've ever read Ken Follett's books, he writes like, I mean, he writes sort of like historical kind of epic sort of stories, but in the middle of them, he'll write like literally entire chapters of just really smutty sex scenes for no reason. And it's a bit weird. I mean, I used to quite enjoy it when I was a teenager, because I read, I think it was Pillars of the Earth I read when I was about 15, 16, something like that, and I quite enjoyed it, because, you know, I was at that age where the hormones are going. But I think it's weird and out of place if like, you know, there's no reason for it. And then you read a book like, let's say, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has a lot of sex in it, but it doesn't have smut in it. I don't know. It's weird. There isn't smut in Living Legends. There are sex scenes, but yeah, quite tastefully done, I think. But I love writing sex scenes. I think I honestly I do, but I think it's because I like to try and make them. I don't know. It's not. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think because all of the sex scenes that I've written, and probably the only sex scenes that are going to be in the book, listen to me, the story, are like, are between Shepard and Liara, and each one shows a different aspect of their relationship because it's such a complex relationship, and that's like one of the keys to the keys of the story is that it's a really complex relationship. It's not like it's yeah, and each like anyway. I'll leave this for the fan fiction videos, shall I? I'm literally going to do videos talking about this. Why am I talking about it in a live stream? Are you going to be rotating the party for quest or narrative reasons, or sticking with Varric and let him destroy everything single-handedly? No, I'm the kind of player who just takes her favourite characters with her, like, regardless of whether they're any good or not. Vivian will be coming along a lot, because I love Vivian. She's my favourite mage. Like, once we get Vivian, you know, Solus won't get a look in. Oh, there was a little undead person up here, with a stool and a bottle of something. Oh, that's cute, maybe. Also, apparently there's something around that wants to... Oh, hi! Hi! Oh, that's Solus. I thought you were a bad guy, Solus. Well, we put our weapons away, so whoever it was, I'm assuming we lost interest in them. Yeah. Oh, kill them all. Oh, hi! I don't know who you are. Can't be mages, because we dealt with the mages, didn't we? So there shouldn't be any mages wandering around. But they're all like bandits, aren't they? Right. So... Oh, there's a hooja up there. Would that be a rift? We'll just drop a save, shall we? Cassandra, Varric and Iron Bull. That's a good team, yeah. Mine is usually, if I'm not playing as a mage, is usually Cassandra, Iron Bull and Vivian. Cassandra and Iron Bull do make a good team, don't they? And they have good banter. Oh no, is this the, yeah, when the Defender Imperium said that mages should rule over man, the just rebelled against the unrighteous decree. When the Circle said that mages should be allowed to consort with unholy spirits without care or consequence, the just rebelled against the unrighteous decree. Now the Lord Seeker tells us to withdraw to Valrayo. My brothers, I tell you, we are the just, and we must rebel against this unrighteous decree. Our battle must continue until no mage draws breath. Cast aside these cowardly shackles and join us along the river of the west coast. Okay, so that's the Templar hideout, is it? Okay, that read like the rantings of a conspiracy theorist, didn't it? And that's the ring that we need for the lady whose husband's ring was stolen by the Templars, because the Templars are assholes. Just gonna take a quick drink. Got apple and blackcurrant flavoured water today. Oh yes, classy. Loot this random person. Hello, random person. Oh, you had a letter on you. Oh, My lady Valina, yes, that person. I know you're frightened, but the light in the sky shouldn't scare you. It's the eye of the Maker finally coming back to take the faithful to the Golden City, leave your father's servants, and come up into the hills away from the pointless fighting between the Templars and the Mages. Let me introduce you to Speaker Anais. She'll explain everything and we'll be together and happy. Waiting for everything to be right in the world. Yes, we spoke to that guy, didn't we? Who asked us to see if we could find her, but yeah. I hope she didn't, like, leave her father's servants to, like, fend for themselves. When it said, leave your father's servants. I was like, that seems a bit, harsh, doesn't it? Ooh, Drakestone. I like that story from the Titanic of the, there was a lady who didn't want to leave her husband. So she refused to get on the lifeboat, but she gave her spot to her lady's maid. That was quite sweet, and she stayed on the ship with her husband, and they were apparently last seen walking arm in arm. Lots of stories like that from the Titanic, isn't there? Let's kill these guys before we go off on a Titanic tangent. The fewer people that there are watching, the more tangents I go off on. Because there's fewer people to keep me on track. Oh dear. Getting back to sex scenes, says Fred. I prefer focusing on the awkwardness of it, because that's great fun of comedy. It's also more realistic, isn't it? I just think when sex scenes are all like sensual and passionate. I mean, it's not often like that, really, is it? To be fair. Not in the way that it's portrayed, anyway. But it also shows like more of, like, you know, the relationship itself and the characters and the feelings and the emotions and... But all the ones that I've got of Leora and Shepard and Morgan Legends are like vastly different to each other. I've got ones that are sort of fun and, you know, daft. I've got ones that are, yeah, awkward. I've got ones that where they're like literally having an argument in the middle of it.
Comfort to have you present on our journey, Seeker.
You so rarely call me by my name, Solas. Why is that?
Manners, perhaps.
Manners have not held you back on other occasions.
I say what I believe to be true, even if it gives offense to those who prefer the lie. But there is no lie in what you are. Your position is an honorable one, and well earned.
God, you interrupted me when I was talking about sex scenes. I can't even remember what I was saying now. Oh yeah, the different types of... Well, I mean, I've got some that are kind of lusty and passionate. Oh, I've got a scene in the shower. That one's a bit lusty and passionate. Although you don't say anything. Like, you know, I don't go into too much detail because I think it's better to leave stuff to the reader's imagination. Because the thing is, the reader's imagination will always do a better job of entertaining the reader than the writer will ever be able to. So you don't want to restrict the reader's imagination by giving them too much information, and that like applies to everything, not just sex scenes. You know. Yeah, so you more kind of see like a before and after during my sex scenes. You see like the build up, and then it cuts to like afterwards. Yeah. It's almost like he's hiding something. I wonder what. You know what? Even knowing what I know about Solus, I still forget he exists throughout the course of the game. He's really unassuming, isn't he? Like, as soon as I get another mage in the party, I just forget Solus exists, and like you get to Skyhold and stuff like that. The amount of times I've just never done his personal quest because I just forget to talk to him. I literally just forget he's even there. Even, you know, knowing what I know. Oh my god, we're up to 3 viewers. Jesus, just tuning in, listening to me talk about sex scenes. Exactly what you want, isn't it, on a Tuesday afternoon? Right, I'm literally just wandering aimlessly around the Hinterlands. The trouble is, I think there's going to be a lot more tangents during the Inquisition live streams than like even normal, because there's a lot of just wandering around aimlessly in Inquisition, isn't there, without very much to comment on. So, you know, a lot of readers have weak imaginations. Yeah, maybe. Do you know the thing that amazes me since when I started reading fan fiction? Because I'd only read, before reading fan fiction, I'd only read stuff from, like, you know, actual published authors. And I'm not trying to sound patronising or superior in any way when I say this, because I have always written. I wrote my first novel when I was 6. Genuinely, it was called Zoe's Adventure, and it was about a girl on a horse who found a magic rainbow and ended up in a different world, and there was a war going on between like elves and goblins or something like that. I never actually finished it, to be fair, but you know, still, for a 6-year-old, it was pretty good. I wrote it on my mum's computer. But anyway, and I've always written, and it's just one of those things that just, like, comes naturally to me, right? I've never found it difficult, particularly. Challenging, maybe, sometimes, but I've never found it, like, you know. And, like, the actual, I mean, like, I've always been a storyteller, because I just kind of, like, come up with stories in my brain. That's how my brain works. Every second of every day, I'm just coming up with stories. Right? That's just how my brain works. So, like, the storytelling side is just kind of in there. But then, like, the actual mechanics of the writing have always come very naturally to me. I love trying to put things into words. Like, you know, feelings or concepts. And, like, finding interesting ways to describe things and even, like, punctuation. I love punctuation and just kind of, like, figuring out where commas should go and stuff like that, because, you know, it's different depending on the writer. It's an art form, punctuation. I mean, there are some hard and fast rules, like, you know, you have a capital after a full stop, blah, 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 blah. But some of it, you know, comes down to the style of the writer. So it in itself is an art form. And all of that. And it's always come naturally to me. And I didn't realise until I started reading fan fiction the things that people struggle with when they're writing. Things like tenses. The amount of people who write in the present tense. And I'm like, why? Why would you write in the present tense? But apparently it's a really common thing that people, like, slip into the wrong tense without realising it. Like, that would never occur to me. That would never have occurred to me that that's a thing that people would ever struggle with. And then things like... So, like, my dad, for example, is an engineer. Very clever man. Very good at, you know, maths and numbers and all that kind of stuff. Oh my god, the amount of times I've tried to explain to him how to use an exclamation mark. And he just does not get it. Because, like, English and, you know, grammar and stuff like that just don't go into his head. But, oh, numbers and engineering and all that stuff, fine. But, like, grammar and stuff, nah. And, like, honestly, just, like, trying to explain to him when you use an exclamation mark, and he just can't understand. And he's like, but when do you use an exclamation mark? And I'm like, after an exclamation! And he just cannot get it. And don't even get me started on semicolons. Oh my god, the hours I have spent trying to explain how to use semicolons, and he just doesn't get it. But then I'm the other way around. Like... I could spend 100 years trying to learn algebra and I still wouldn't understand it. But, yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. We've got Fred talking about sex scenes, and we've got Viral Effects talking about Inquisition, and we've got me talking about grammar. And we're all like cross purposes here, aren't we? But yeah, that was a weird thing. I can't remember why I got onto that. How did I get onto that? There was something that led me onto that, wasn't it? But I can't remember what it was. Readers having weak imaginations, I think. But, you know, the readers of any calibre don't. There's a cat, by the way, on my desk, so if you can hear anything going on. He's now in front of my screen. I can't actually play the game now because there's a cat there. Should we carry on talking about sex scenes? Yeah. Mind you, actually, talking about writing in the present tense. Because, I mean, a lot of fan fictions are written in the present tense. And it's really weird. I actually have a book by a proper published author. Although I think it's not like anyone you would have heard of. It's sort of like because I like to find little indie writers and things like that on Amazon and stuff like that. And it's written in the present tense. And I found that quite weird. Because, like, generally, proper writers, unless there's a reason for it, will not write in the present tense. But the entire book is written in the present tense. And I cannot read it. I can't read it. It pisses me off so much trying to read stuff in the present tense. And it's just like, no. Like, this is what fanfiction writers do. And you know what? If a fanfiction is good enough, I'll read it in the present tense. I'll just suffer through it. But I'm not reading a proper fucking published book in the present tense. No. Fuck off with that shit. But, yeah, I thought that was weird, isn't it? It's almost as if we're all going off on our own tangent. I know, right? My tangents are rubbing off on you, Fred. You've got the tangent disease. I'd love to know who this poor third person is who's watching. Just listening to us all, just sitting there thinking, what the fuck is going on here? What have I tuned into? They're still here, though, so, you know, we must be doing something right, kids. There's a cat just, like, literally sitting on my desk. I can't even... Okay. I'm going to try and play around the cat. Should we get cat cam out? I think I put cat cam on the windowsill, did I? Possibly? Oh no, there it is. Don't know if I can get a decent angle on him, like. Oh, for fuck's sake. Bloody camera never bloody stays where I bloody put it. Stay! 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 Stay. See what kind of angle you've got on him. You can probably just see a big ball of fur, can you? See a big ball of fur? I need to wait for the latency to catch up on my screen. Yeah, you can just see a big ball of fur. Well, if I move it like there-ish. Oh, for God's sake, just stay where I flipping put you. Honest. God. Stupid bloody stupid. Anyway. Hey, you can sort of see him there, can you? Kinda. Maybe a little bit. Sorta. You see him? You can see him. My general rule of thumb is if you can see his eyes, that's good enough. Right, okay. My keyboard is now on my knee because there is no room on it, room for it on my desk. So, yeah, where are we going? We're going to speak to Master Dennett, but I've only got half my poultices left. Solus is looking a bit ill. Was this the lady who wanted the ring? This might have been the lady who wanted the ring. This looks vaguely familiar. Should we go in here? Hello!
We're the Templars. They don't care who they kill anymore.
Oh, apparently there's things. What's going on? Oh, hi! Oh, you come back to harass her a bit more, have you, love? Wait, you know what? Screw you. I'm not going to let you harass the nice lady. You stole her husband's wedding ring. You killed her husband and then stole his wedding ring, which is even worse. Oh, we're going after the ram for some reason. We really decided that we need to kill that ram. There we go, the ram's dead. All is right with the world. Okay, let's see. Let's try that again, shall we? Hello, love.
They don't care who they kill anymore.
Yeah, is this your husband's ring?
I found this ring on a Templar I killed.
This is it. Praise to you and the Inquisition for giving my husband justice. It won't bring him back, but his spirit will rest easier now. As will mine.
Okay. Yeah. So, there was things to loot, wasn't there? Like dead people and whatnot. There we can. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on. Loot the thing. There we go. It's a very awkward UI, you know. Very awkward. Because it hasn't been ported properly from console. I hate it when they do that. It's like, oh yeah, we'll just make the controls all like, you know, console, and then we'll just put it across onto PC, and it's like, fuck's sake. Because the thing is, controls on PC are better if they're actually made for PC. Alright. Where should we go? Go in this direction. I don't really, I'm just wandering aimlessly. I'm not going to look at the map. I mean, I'm heading like towards Master Dennet because, you know, that's what the eye is down there. See what we stumble across on our way there, shall we? See, I quite like the Hinterlands. A lot of people
here should leave the area. It's too dangerous.
Well, that's not really an option for most of them, Cassandra. They're quite poor, I imagine. They're all like farmers and stuff. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I quite like the Hinterlands. A lot of people don't like the Hinterlands. I think it's too big and fetch questy, but I quite enjoy it. Oh, the cat's on his way up. There we go. Little twat. Yeah, I quite like just wandering around. Doing little side quests and stuff. You get your tail off my screen. Honestly, you're not going to trouble you, are you? Oh, his tail's flicking. He's not happy. What's the matter? What? What? This isn't a bad mood because I'm not giving him attention. Right, okay, so... I would quite like to take out the Templar hideout. Wherever that is.
You see? The Inquisition found more food. Eat up. After you, Nana. Such a mouthy child.
Oh no, there's rocks in my way. Like F is interact. What game has F as interact? However, man. F as interact. Really? No. Oh, I'm gonna go up this. Oh, we can get a camp. 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 We could do with a camp. Oh, it's by a river. Oh, this is pretty.
This would make a good place to camp.
Oh.
Nothing to report, sir.
Nothing to report. However, there's an exclamation mark over here. Ooh, Blood Lotus. I remember needing Blood Lotus for something while playing this game. And always being excited when I see a Blood Lotus, but I can't remember what I need it for. Oh. Hi. Map 2 waterfall. Oh. Oh, I remember where that is, I think, maybe. Possibly. And there's a oraculum around here somewhere, isn't there? Yeah. And you can hear the sounds of fighting, despite the fact we've taken care of the mages, so there's only the Templars left, so who the fuck are they fighting?
Look, that's the King's Road down there.
Yeah. Because once we get rid of the Templars, the sounds of fighting shall disappear, because it's like, oh, nobody's fighting each other anymore. But we've got rid of the mages, so who are the Templars fighting? Who are they fighting? Just being twats on them. Oh, there we go, we've got all of them. Yay! So, how pretty is this? This is a lovely camp. I like this camp. We'll just live here. We'll let somebody else close the breach. We'll just stay here, shall we? Maybe it's a soccer match. Maybe it is. Actually, it does sound a bit like it, doesn't it? It's actually what it sounds like. My old flat used to be quite near the football pitches. Like the local football pitches. For, you know, like the local town team. Like the kids' teams and stuff like that, you know. And you could hear when there was a football match on. And it did sound a bit like this, yeah. To be fair, on a Sunday. People over here. Hello, people. Sorry, I've gone quiet. It's because I'm thinking. I've gone off on a little tangent in my mind. Not a tangent that I thought worthy of saying out loud. Templar encampment. We must be ready to fight. Not only the mages, but those who sympathise with them. Have not the mages' blood magic to trick the minds of the unwary. God, that was a hard sentence to get out. Are not most people, as we know them, sheep? Ready to be led by those who speak with other. Oh my god, these are the conspiracy theorists, aren't they? These are the COVID is a hoax people, aren't they? The people must be protected from the mages. It is our right and our duty. But those who supply them with lyrium? Question mark. Those who offer them comfort and food? Question mark. Those who shirk their duty to supply us for our worthy fight? Question mark. They are sympathizers who have lain with demons and can breed only abominations. And they must be slain as such. We will wage our war from our camp off the west road. Yeah, okay. I don't think it's right to judge people for laying with demons, right? You know what? I would lie with a demon. Alright, fuck it. There we go. I've said it. It's out there. You know, judge me if you want. Especially the desire demons. I think they're a bit sexy, aren't they? A little bit. If you're into, you know, tails and fangs and stuff. They're not that sexy, to be fair. Oh, nice tits, though. Anyway. Oh. There's a cat. There's a cat. He's leaning off my computer, trying to reach my hand cream with his little paw. Because he's a twat. Back down to just me watching, says Fred. Possibly. YouTube does say there's only one person watching, but YouTube isn't really. You know what, Fred? If it's just me and you, that's fine. You know, we're mates, aren't we? We just hang out together for a bit. I'm not fussed. I kind of do this for my own amusement. Ah, so. I think we are headed in the right direction for the Templar camp. Ah, this is where the waterfall is, isn't it? From that drawing. Right? Because this was the bridge. This bridge was broken recently, most likely in fighting between apostate mages and renegade Templars. Oh. War. Yeah, so this is the bridge, and then there's a waterfall. It's not that waterfall, is it? It didn't look like it was that waterfall. Does it look like it was behind the bridge? Whoa! My laptop just turned itself off. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, for God's sake, man, here. How I love loot this person. Take it back, take it back, take it back. Dreams won't stop until you take it back to the Western Fortress. They will never stop. You will wake up screaming and find notes written by your own sleeping hand. Take it back, or I will draw allies to do it for me. Interesting. I mean, it must be that waterfall then. Because it was like 3 things, wasn't it? But then there was the bridge, but it looked like the waterfall was behind the bridge, not like across the bridge. Although, to be fair, it wasn't the most realistic drawing in the world, so, you know. I have memories of there being quite a horrible Phaedrift around here, but I don't know if those are correct memories or not. I might be thinking of somewhere else. Oh, listen to the music. I love that music so much. Honestly, it sends shivers through me, man. Shivers! Oh, So nice. Oh. Anyway. I also quite like The Dawn Will Come. I love The Dawn Will Come.
There's something here. Let's look around.
Some people find that cutscene, you know, when they sing The Dawn Will Come, some people find it cringy. I kind of love it. But I do find the bit when Liliana sings in Origins, I find that a bit cringe. So, you know, I suppose I understand. Is it up there somewhere? Oh, do I have to climb? Oh, that's boring. Yeah. Inquisition's weird, because on the one hand it's very chill, and on the other hand it's incredibly frustrating. It's like, yeah, it manages both at the same time. Oh my god, just get off the bloody thing, woman. Jesus. Better climbing mechanics is what I want in Dreadwolf. Better gameplay generally, just better, just make it better, that's what I want. Keep the story great though. If you have an amazing game with a shit story, then, you know, I don't want that. Not what I want. Do an explodey shot. Explodey shot. Oh, wasn't that exciting and dramatic? Yeah, and then we do a nothing, because I've got nothing, because I've got no stamina. There we go, we do a big shot. There we go. You know what I really hate? Oh, actually there's a little bit. That sounded like a little bit of combat music. Did he just say shit? That sounded like he just went shit, like that. Did he do that, or was I imagining that? Oh yeah, there is a little bit of combat music. It's just not very dramatic, is it? It's like they know that the combat is really, you know, boring, and they're just kind of like, yeah, we're not even going to try and make it. Ah, is this a Templar camp? This is ringing small bells in the back of my mind. You know, or that could just be the beginnings of, I don't know, mental breakdown or something. I have small bells ringing at the back of my mind. This is how it begins.
The Templars have secured a position ahead.
Alright, let's go and punch them in the face, shall we? Where are we? It's yawning, it's fine. Oh, I just launched an explosive arrow for no reason there because the guy was already dead. Do you hate when that happens? Very embarrassing, isn't it? Hi! Should I launch another explosive arrow? Yeah. Right. So. Ooh, Royal Elf fruit. I'm sure you need that for something at some point, don't you? Isn't that not like you need to give it to like a herbalist or something in Redcliffe? I'm sure that's something that's tickling at the back of my brain. Need to take another drink. My throat is not holding up for this live stream. Oh my god, I just checked my phone and I've got 78 million notifications. When that happens. Like, nobody speaks to me all day and then I'm just like, suddenly 50 million people. Oh, Pete from Ambient Preservation will be damp-proofing my front hall tomorrow. Yeah, I know. It's good to know, isn't it? And I'm going out, so my mother's going to have to come round and sit in. Because I've double booked myself. So, yeah. Anyway, now you know what's going on, you know, on my social calendar. Should we crack on with the game? Oh, hello. I love the way they just run towards you screaming with their sword in the air. Not a euphemism. Oh my god, you know what somebody said at work to me today? Honestly, you know when something just tickles you? And this will be a testament, well, no, this will show you just how,
on the King's Road now.
Yeah, we killed the Temples. How, dirty my mind is. So, we were... I don't know how I can explain this without going into great details about the entire process of what we do at work. But basically, we were both working on the same thing. And there were 2 things left that we needed to do. And she was going to do one, and I was going to do the other. And what she said to me was, hopefully then we'll be able to come together and finish at the same time. I went, excuse me, we'll be able to what? Because my brain went to inappropriate places when she said that. Hopefully we'll be able to come together and we'll finish at the same time. I was like, I beg your pardon? Yeah, I've got a terrible mind, haven't I? I just hear innuendo in literally everything. And it's not normal because other people don't react to it often. Anyway, oh god, there's a new person, Jesus Christ. We've had a few of them recently, haven't we? Just in time to hear me talk about innuendos. Oh, fucking hell. Right, okay, so, it's around here somewhere, isn't it, the thing, what I need? The hoojit. Yes, the what's it? Yes, this way, the thing. Possibly, this direction. There we go. I can leave if you want me to. No, darling, you're very welcome. You're absolutely very welcome if you want to stay. If you want to stay and listen to me witter, you go right ahead, love. You know, but I come out with some weird shit sometimes, just so you know. We spent the first, what, half hour talking about sex scenes in fan fictions, so, you know, anything could come up at this point. Right. Right, so we're taking out the Templars, we're taking out the Mages, so we shouldn't be getting randomly attacked, except by those bandit people, who I believe are like in a castle somewhere, aren't they? Like right on the edge of the map. Yeah. What? Yeah, we're still trying to get to Master Dennet, aren't we? That's what the Hinterlands is like. You just keep getting distracted by stuff. That's alright. I quite like the Hinterlands. I quite like just having a wander. You know, especially on this kind of live stream. I got like 4 hours sleep last night, so I'm not exactly at the top of my game. I'm just kind of, you know. Alright, so Baldur's Gate 3 fanfic has to be wild. I wouldn't know, I haven't read any because I haven't played the game. But, you know. To be fair, I don't actually read much fanfiction these days. I struggle to find good stuff. Because, I mean, I really only read Mass Effect fanfiction, really. I've read a bit of Dragon Age fanfiction here and there. And of course, I write Mass Effect and Dragon Age fanfiction, but I don't read that much of it. But, I mean, like, I really do struggle to find good, because I'll only read stuff that's good, you know. And there ain't, you know, there isn't much. But there is some. I mean, some fanfictions are flipping amazing. Some of them you sort of think, this is better than some bloody published writers. It's amazing how often you'll buy a book, like a proper published book from, you know, somewhere like Waterstones. You go into Waterstones and you buy this proper published book and God, is it rubbish. I mean, a lot of them are good, don't get me wrong, but like, there was one that I got, I can't remember what her name was, this writer, but she's written loads of like fantasy stories, and they are the most unimaginative, boring, drivel, badly written, just like, honestly. Anyway, it's an amazing game even if you don't like turn-based games. I do like turn-based games, actually. The only reason I haven't played it is because I haven't really been able to afford it. I'm waiting for it to come on sale. Unfortunately, all the times it has been on sale, it's been on sale at the same time as like other stuff that I've really wanted. So it's, I mean, it's on my wish list, don't get me wrong. I'll get it eventually. It's just, yeah. I do actually like turn-based combat. Yeah. Oh my god, just die! Just die! Oh, it whimpered for everyone like that.
No normal wolf would fight with such determination.
The breach may have driven them mad. Or perhaps a demon took command of the pack.
Yep. I'll go and deal with the wolves at some point, but right now, have we actually reached Master Dennett? Oh my goodness, we've actually reached him. We're finally here. We made it. Now we get to race horses. The only time that you will ever ride a horse in the game, because after this you just forget you've got a horse.
I suppose this must be Master Dennett.
They are very beautiful horses, aren't they? Oh, look at them. They're so beautiful. Right, let's go and see if we can find...
Talk to my father if you have business here.
Okay, is that Queen Honora's voice? That sounded a bit Queen Honora-y to me. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. That's why she's running in circles. Ooh, there's a thing for me to find. Is it upstairs? I have a feeling it's upstairs, is it? Or is it here? There we go. I'm just going to nick one of your bottles, love. Don't mind me. And then I'm going to take your horses. Hello!
So you're the Inquisition, eh? Here you're trying to bring order back. It's high time someone did. Never thought it'd be a mule rider from the Carter, though. Name's Dennett. I served Arleman for 30 years as horsemaster. I hear your Inquisition is looking for mounts.
Yeah, sure, that's right.
It is. Can you help us?
Not at the moment. I can't just send 100 of the finest horses in Ferelden down the road like you send a letter. Every bandit between here and Haven would be on them like flies on crap. You'll have mounts once I know they won't end up as a cold winter's breakfast.
Okay. You've got a problem with me? Oh, that's because of his comment about dwarves.
If you have a problem with me personally, I'd like to know about it.
What? This because I called you a mule rider? Maker. Any beast that can haul a wagon of lyrium through the mountains and not go mad is damned impressive. My wife Elena manages the farms and Bron's in charge of my guards. They'll tell you what they need. Until then, you deserve something better than whatever knock-kneed plow neck they gave you. The chestnut over there is a purebred Ferelden forder. Take care of him, and he'll take care of you, Inquisition.
Okay. Yeah, I quite like this, actually, where you just do a little horse race. I wish there were more of them. They're all very beautiful, the horses. But yeah, I just don't ever really see the need to use them. I mean, there is one of the maps that I use them in, but I can't remember what it's called. It's a big deserty one, where you kind of, there's a lot of ground to cover. But like, the thing is your companions disappear, so you don't get to hear the banter. So...
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
I would love to try out one of your courses, my love.
Fancy trying out one of my courses?
What kind of racing are you talking about?
I set up a course over there with stakes in the ground. It's too narrow to race directly, so I time it with a sandglass. You try to ride the course before I call time.
Okay, so that's Queen Honora's voice, right? Or it's somebody who sounds very much like her.
I'll try one of your courses.
Wonderful. Get your horse and I'll set up the stakes. You make time. I'll throw in some of the dress money Father gave me. Consider it a donation to the Inquisition.
Actually, do you know who she sounds like? She sounds like Trixie from Call the Midwife. It's also very weird that she sounds so posh, considering she's meant to be like a stable hand, and her dad doesn't sound that posh.
Whenever you...
Her dad just, you know, sounds like a proper, decent working class bloke. Shift to gallop equals to dismount. Oh my fuck, what is going on with these controls? Alright. I don't even know where the equal key is. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, this game is actually easier played with a controller. You will not hear me say that about any other game. Because I hate controllers, but this one is actually better played with a controller. Just reading the chat, don't mind me. Right, okay, so... Oh, I think the horses are very beautiful in Inquisition. Look at you, you're very beautiful. Look at her little tiny dwarf legs on that horse. That's adorable. That's adorable. Right, okay. So, where are we going? Start here. Aha. Boop. Gallop. Come on. There we go. Oh dear. Where am I going? Oh, there we are. That's not really a gallop. I would say that's more of a canter than a gallop. But alright. Oh, are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? We made it. Trouble is, there's one of the courses, isn't there, that goes right past a fade rift. I should probably go and close that fade rift before I carry on. Also, there's an oraculum up there. And what was it equals to dismount? That's a very weird key to have as the dismount button. Hi.
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Do you know what?
I'll speak with you later.
I'll be back soon. I just need to go and like clear out all the fade rifts around the place. Because yeah, one of the courses takes you past a fade rift, and if you haven't dealt with it, it gets a bit awkward. Oh, also we can set up a camp over here.
So, set up camp or keep moving?
Set up camp, obviously. Duh, Varric. Alright, so... yeah, close the fade rifts on the phone. So it should be pointing us to the fade rifts, right? No, it's pointing... there we go. That's farmland security. That's not what we wanted to do. Fade rift. There we go. That one. Go and clear out the fade rifts. I like how in the chat we're talking about a completely different game to the one I'm playing. I enjoy that. It's usually me that's going off on a tangent and talking about something completely different to the game. And everybody in the chat is like, Magpie! We talk about the game you're actually playing. It's the other way around today, I'm quite enjoying it. Take out these guys. All of the favourites have been quite easy so far, and I think it's No, don't keep on topic, new person. Don't do that. It goes against the spirit of my streams. You're quite welcome to talk about whatever you wish. Because I won't stay on topic. Before long, we'll probably end up talking about bloody... I don't know, we'll talk about anything. You never know with me. All sorts of strange topics come up. There we go. Do you not like horse ride sections, Fred? Quite enjoy horse ride sections. I've never played Red Dead Redemption though, because it was console only, wasn't it? Right, we're going to take care of the other one. Oh, there's also a missing Hoojet, isn't there? One of them is missing and you have to go and track that down, I think. That's a thing. That's annoying. Not played Assassin's Creed Black Flag either. I've always fancied it though, because I quite like a pirate game. Well, I like the idea of pirate games. There aren't many pirate games, really, are there? But, there's ship combat in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and that could be a bit of an arse sometimes. Sometimes it was quite satisfying. Sometimes it was a bit arsey. Yeah. Take care of the other favourite. Is it this one that I'm thinking of that's the right arsey one? I'm just saying, it's on a river, right? How close are we to it? Yeah, it's on a river. I remember, there might be more than one on a river though. I'm sure it's this one. Yeah, because there's like thingies. Yeah, and they're like really high level. Okay, let's leave. Let's go. Yeah, let's just leave. Because that one's gonna kill me. And I don't think that I need to get rid of that one. For the horse race. I think the other one was the one that I needed to get rid of for the horse race. Yes, that favourite. Well, that favourite's killing me so much. We'll just leave it and come back later. It's fine. We'll do some horsey races, shall we? Hi. There's like 3 in total, I think, isn't there?
Fancy another race?
I'll have another race.
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stakes straight away.
Okay. The stakes are already up, but I'll read. Where's my horse? Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's see which way we go this time. Going that way. Come on, horsey. Is that the right one? Yep. It's not. That wasn't quite, you know, where it was on the map, but all right. It's fine. It's quite relaxing, isn't it? It's having a little horse race. Very nice. Just trample through the Inquisition camp. Come on, horsey. Keep going. Yeah, I just like the more of these horse races because then, like, we give the horses an actual purpose for being there. Most of the time, you just can't be asked, can you? To be riding a horse around. Equals to get off for reasons. Jesus. Hello, love.
Nicely done. Fancy another race?
Yep, show up.
Set up the next course.
Great. Go get mounted. I'll put up the stake straight away.
She really does sound like Trixie from Call the Midwife. I don't think it is her though. I think I would know if Helen George had voiced anybody in Dragon Age. Right, so we're going that way. I think this is the difficult one. This is the one that sometimes cashes me out because you're not always sure which way you're supposed to be going. Come on, horsey, come on. Come on, horsey. Come on, keep going. Oh, I missed me thing because I was reading what Fred wrote. Oh, Fred! If I lose this race, it's all your fault. Oh, fuck, I can't even clear the horse road. Come on, horsey. Go that way. Go that way. That way. That way. That way. Atta girl. Poor boy. Oh, Fred's fault. Yeah, I think we're going to possibly lose the race now, but it's alright. We'll blame Fred. Oh, dear. Come on. I think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make it. I don't think we're gonna make it. I mean, oh, how close are we? I mean, we're not gonna make it, are we? Are we gonna make it? Possibly. It's gonna be a close thing. Come on, horse, move. Oh, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. It's to the wire. There we go, just for the drama. Just for the drama. Asking me to play a turn-based combat game is like saying here, try landing the aeroplane. That's what was making me laugh. That's like asking me to aim with a controller. Oh, common misconceptions here. Hello, common misconception. I know you don't want spoilers, common misconception, but we're not really doing anything story-wise. We're just kind of wandering around doing little side fetch quest type things. So if you want to hang out, you're probably pretty safe. We're not going to do anything, you know, dramatically advancing the story. And also, no, Welsh friend isn't here. Sorry. Talk to the lady. Talk to the lady. Where's the lady? Hello, lady.
I'll be damned. You've mastered every course I set up.
Yay! We completed a thing. Whoa! Flippin' Nora. He reared and then exploded into dust. Just like a real horse. Oh dear. Right. Oh, I need a... Oh, that's one of the things that annoys me. You need to get that perk to open the locked doors. But then... you have to come back to places that you've already been. Just think, crying out loud, man. Anyway, Bron, hello!
The Master doesn't want me handing those refugees weapons until they've got any hope of defending themselves. If you put up a few watchtowers, we'd all have more warning before the next attack.
Okay, what do you want me to do?
You said you had a way to help the refugees.
I do. There are too many hills in these parts, good places for raiders and bandits to gather. I've marked good spots on the map. You set up watchtowers there, I'll talk to the Master and get your people weapons.
Sure, okay, set up watchtowers, I'll do that.
Farewell.
I'll do that. Should we set that as our, like, actual quest? In fact, you know, it'd be easier to do it from the map, wouldn't it? That's the one. Set active. Oh, they're all over the bloody shop, man. How Go and get the astrium. Oh, but there's the oraculum as well, isn't it? We'll go and get the oraculum and then we'll go and get the astrium. You wanted to ask Welsh friend whether the internet lied to you about microwave in Welsh being property paying. Well, I don't know. That's one of those things that's kind of disputed. Because some people say it is, and then other people say it's not. But I don't think Welsh friend speaks Welsh, so I don't know whether she'd even know. That came up on something, didn't it? Was it QI or something that came up on? I remember. But then, like, there's definitely a video on the internet of some panel show or something where somebody says that. But then I remember reading the comments, and some of the comments were sort of like, no, that's not a thing. But then some of the other comments were like, yeah, that's totally a thing. So, I don't know. Modern day Welsh does have some interesting terms, though. I tried to learn Welsh once. I wouldn't recommend it. It's yeah. So yeah, it's not an easy language to master. Right. Boop. Boop. Oh my goodness, there's 3 more. Well, there's 1. And there's 2. And there's 3. Well, look at us. Look at us. Right. Whoops. That looked really sore. That looked like she proper cracked her knee off that rock there. Luckily, video game protagonists are indestructible. Except those ones that, you know, can't swim and instantly dissolve when they enter water. There's a shard down there. Oop. Pick up the shard, love. There we go.
You think the Inquisition could maybe find out what these things are?
I mean, yeah, probably, Varric. Probably. You know, we'll get on it. When we've got the time. We're trying to, like, you know, save the world and everything. But sure, we'll investigate some random shards. Why not? Yeah, it's quite a nice section to just wander around in, isn't it?
Did you really think the Conclave had a chance of making peace, Seeker?
You do not?
What was the Divine's plan? Bring everyone together and hope really hard they would all get along?
Most Holy did not confide her plan to me. Perhaps she thought they were tired of death and conflict.
Now, when has that ever been true? For Templars or mages?
I will not mock a dead woman, Varric. She did what she could, and that is more than most.
Trouble is, the mages and the Templars, they don't realise it, but they've got a common enemy. Like, the Chantry is screwing over both of them really, really badly, and then turning them on each other so that they don't realise that they're being screwed over by the Chantry. Like, really, the Templars and the mages need to join forces against the Chantry, because they're both being as equally mistreated, just in different ways.
The area ahead is well defended. Be ready.
I am ready, Cassandra. Don't you worry about that, my love. Who do I like best? What of these 3? Oh, Cassandra, definitely. I love Cassandra. Cassandra. I think Cassandra's my favourite companion. I need a help with in Inquisition. She's always my bestie, is Cassandra. I do like Vivian. I do, but I think Cassandra's my favourite. I know liking Vivian is a bit controversial, but I do like her. She's not as horrible as everybody seems to think she is. If you actually listen to the things that she says, you know. I mean, if you're horrible to her, then yes, she's horrible. But if you know, give her a chance and you actually listen to what she's saying, she's making a lot more sense than what most people do. You know, and it's not like she just wants to lock mages up. She actually genuinely wants what is best for everybody, and there are not many people in the game who are like that. Most of them, like some of them are on the mages side and they just want what's best for the mages. Others are on the Templar side and they want what's best for the Templars. You know, others are on, like, you know, the general common people side and they just want what's best for them. Vivian wants what's best for everybody, and she's the only one who seems to want what's best for everybody, and actually takes a sort of practical, sensible view on the subject. Well, he just disappeared. You're gonna reappear. Come on. We didn't kill him, right? He just disappeared. He's gonna reappear at some point, right? Oh, there he is. And also, I think so many people, because so many players like side with the mages completely, and they see Vivian as being like pro-circle and anti-mage freedom, that they just like immediately take a disliking to her, and they don't give her a chance, and they don't try to like build a friendship with her. If you're actually on good terms with Vivian, she's really sweet to you a lot of the time. And like, that's sort of, because I always, in like my, you know, my first playthroughs of Inquisition, I always was on good terms with Vivian, so I only saw that nice side of her. I mean, I know you see, yeah, she's a bit, you know, questionable, let's say, you know, a bit dubious here and there. But this, like, horrible person that all of the other players were describing, talking about, like, you know, how horrible she is doing stuff like that, I was like, what are you talking about? Because, well, Vivian had never been horrible to me. Yeah. So I'm reading the chat. Alright, so... The trouble when you games like this, when you play them the same way every time, you don't realise how much you're not seeing. Because, like, I mean, to be honest, I don't think I've ever done a playthrough where I wasn't on good terms with Vivian. Which means I've never seen that nasty side of her. Not towards the Inquisitor. You know. And like, I always played Mass Effect as a Paragon and never as a Renegade until Fred was like, you need to play as a Renegade because Renegade's amazing. And I had always made the assumption that being a Renegade Shepherd meant that you were like evil and you had to make all the bad choices and you had to kill everybody off and stuff like that. Which, as it turns out, is not true at all. But I didn't kind of know that because I never tried it. Until Fred was like, you absolutely 100% have to play Renegade. And I think Renegade is actually better than Paragon. Anyway. An Aggressive Hawk as well in Dragon Age 2. I'd never played Aggressive Hawk for the longest time. Because I was like, oh, I don't want to be an arsehole. Aggressive Hawk isn't an arsehole. Aggressive Hawk is actually quite cool. Oh my god, will you just die, lad? Power, not all. That's anything, I think Humorous Hawk is more of an arsehole than Aggressive Hawk. Because sometimes, some of the stuff that Humorous Hawk comes out with is like, flippin' heck. You know, there are some things you shouldn't joke about. Some of the stuff Humorous Hawk comes out with, you think that's a bit tactless. Aggressive Hawk is a lot more sort of, you know. Anyway, where am I going? What am I doing? That's the world map. That's not where I want to be. The Astrium that I wanted. Set that as me active. Oh my god. Just die, man. Just die. Oh. The combat is so, it's such a slog, isn't it? Like, how it, man? Just die. Just die. When we get to some of the later battles, like the dragon battles and stuff, that happen late on in the game when you're much higher level, I mean, I will literally sellotape my mouse button down and I will go off and make a cup of tea. Because honestly, that's how boring the combat gets. But anyway, can't expect the game to be perfect in everything, can we? Ooh, there's wolves. Hello, wolves. Nothing even remotely dramatic about the combat, is there? There's just nothing. There's just like however. So, what's everybody been up to then? May as well just have a chat while we're waiting for this to be over. We done? Yay, we're done. Right, so... I'm surprised that even the music isn't acknowledging the combat. I know, right? That's one of the things that I just can't get my head around. There's no combat music. Or there occasionally is, like, what seems to be a little bit of combat music, but it's just not that dramatic. And it just makes the whole thing feel so... lackluster. Yeah. There's something making noise. Oh, it's another fucking bear. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, it takes so long to kill. Oh dear. Oh, and there's bandits as well. Hello, bandits. That'll, you know, entertain us for a bit or not. I wonder if there's a mod to just, like, you know, move the combat. I think this game would actually be more entertaining without any combat at all. Like, it genuinely would. Cause, like, I love the story and I love the characters and everything, and, you know, they got a lot of that right. But, like, the combat they didn't get right. And if they just, like, removed the combat, I think it would, you know, it would save a lot of faffing about, wouldn't it? Does difficulty affect enemy health? Yes, I think so. I'm just playing on normal difficulty. I can't quite remember what the difficulty is, but I know that, like, when you put it up to higher difficulties, it doesn't get more difficult, it just becomes more tedious. Because I did put it up to higher difficulties to try and, like, you know, make it a bit more entertaining, and it was just, like, just no. They focus so much on the open world, they tend to miss some of the magic from the first two games. Yeah, I agree. But, it has a charm all of its own, Inquisition, though, doesn't it? It sucks you in, somehow. Despite all of its flaws, and it has so many flaws. I mean, I have mentioned so many of its flaws since I've started live streaming it. But there's just something about it. And then when you play the Trespasser DLC, at the end of the Trespasser DLC, after the credits, there's like a letter from the development team thanking the fans. And oh god, I teared up the first time I read it. It made my heart go. I was like, oh, because there is something very compelling about Inquisition somehow, despite the fact that in many ways it's not a good game, like gameplay-wise, and yet something just draws me into it somehow. I can't quite put my finger on what it is. But anyway, does Inquisition have console commands? I do not know, actually. That's a good question. Yeah. trouble is, I like, this is the first time I'm playing it on PC. I always played it on PlayStation before because I didn't have a PC that could run it at the time. So there wouldn't have been console commands anyway. So yeah, I'm not actually sure. If Welsh Friend was here, she would Google it, but she's not here. Oops, broke my ankles. Never mind. Looking fine. I've only got one health potion left though, which is a bit concerning. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. Every time you see a battle, it's like, oh, I went. Really? Ooh, Varric's gonna die. That's good. You can have our last health poultice, Varric. Oh, Solus is gonna. You know what? I don't care so much about Solus. We'll let Solus die, that's fine. If I suddenly end up dying, it's going to be very embarrassing, isn't it? Okay, so Solus is dead. That's sad. You can revive them, can't you, in this game? If you've got the time, or the energy, or the inclination. Ooh, now I'm dead. That doesn't bode well. Should we play Cassandra?
I'm injured.
I think we're actually going to die. I think what's going to happen. We're actually going to run away. Do you think we can run away? Come on, let's just go. Let's just leave. It's fine. We just leave. Head back in this direction. It's fine. It's fine. At some point we'll outrun them. Say they'll go back to where they were meant to be. And then my party will come back to life, because that's how that works. Did you sell all your health potions again? No, I did not. But you've got to. You can only carry 8 at a time. You can't carry infinite amounts like you can in the other games. Oh dear. Yeah. So when I was playing Dragon Age 2, it was going into the. It was the Arashock quest, wasn't it? Oh, well, you two just fuck off so that my people can come back to life. Actually, you're nearly dead. Yeah, it was the Arashock fight, and I went to a merchant to buy like grenades and health potions and stuff. And I was like, oh wow, he's got loads of grenades and health potions. We'll have all of them. And I didn't realise I was selling, not buying, and I ended up selling my potions and my grenades. I had to reload the game.
So who do you think is the toughest? Josephine, Liliana, or Cassandra?
Everybody's
I'm right
dead,
here,
Varric.
you know.
That doesn't rule you out, Seeker.
Cullen's not up for consideration?
Curly, they just keep him around.
Just having a conversation with dead people, and then we died as well. Okay. We probably had a save somewhere, didn't we? Where are we? I think we're roughly where we were. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the Astrium, man. Should we go back to our camp and get our health potions back? Because we're not, oh for fuck's sake. Because we're not too far from a camp, are we? Where's the nearest camp? Back in that direction. Can we just mark it? There we go, we'll just mark it. Yep, it's fine. It's fine. Oh dear. Well, we might have to have a small battle first. Maybe we'll do better this time, who knows? Oopsie daisies. You just stabbed me in the back. That wasn't very nice. So nice to stab someone in the back. You could have stabbed someone, always stabbed them in the front. Yeah. Is that it? Okay. Then we've got those ones over there. I'm not going to fight those ones over there. I'm going to go back to camp. I'm going to get my health bonuses back and whatnot. Anybody know how we get back to the camp? We have to go round the long way, don't we? It's that. Oh, that's just the world map. Right. into another fucking bear. Honestly, which one is it where there's loads of bears? It's the one with the, I can't remember what it's called, but it's got the chateau in it. It's that map. And there's loads of bears and they take forever to kill. And honestly, I just like creep around that map. And the moment I see a bear, I'm like going the opposite direction. Not because I'm scared it's going to kill me, just because I know it's going to take me about 20 friggin' minutes to bleed. I mean, that's an exaggeration. But it feels like about 20 minutes to bloody kill the bloody thing, and you just think, for crying out loud, man. Kind of be arsed. Who has the time? Got shit to do, man. There's a quest here. Hello.
I heard what my man said. If you want our horses, then we need our farmers back safe in their fields. Since the breach appeared, the wolves have gone mad. They come after our men like beasts with the water sickness. You deal with the wolves, and our farmers will be safe again.
Okay, she sounds weirdly posh as well, doesn't she?
How are these wolves acting differently from normal?
Normal wolves go after livestock, but come at them with a torch and a blade and they run. These beasts, though, it's like darkspawn during the Blight, or when the dead rose to attack us. They're possessed, or something like it. I've lost too many men to the beasts. I won't endanger more.
Okay.
Farewell.
I'll figure that out. Also, she's wearing Bethany's outfit. That's adorable. Right. Oh my god, jump over the thing. Right, where are we going? We're going over there. Oh, we've got another quest here. Is this one of the shards? I feel like this is going to be one of the shards. Yeah, I can hear it whispering. Oh, there it is. Come on, jump over the thing. Jump over. She's too short to jump over the fence. Jump onto the hay and then over the fence. I mean, there's a gate literally there. We could just walk through the gate. That would be easier, wouldn't it? Yeah. Not as dramatic. There's a quest exclusively about killing doggies. There is, Fred. Sorry. Sorry, darling. I mean, they're wolves. It's not quite the same thing. Right. Wolves, not dogs. Right, so I'm going to take a quick break. I haven't actually put any food down for the cats, and their bowl is empty, and they're going to start pestering me in a minute. So I'll take a quick break and go deal with that. Then I'll come back, and then we'll figure out what we feel like doing. We're just having a bit of a faffing about sort of live stream. Like, you know, it's just a Tuesday live stream, innit? Just a Tuesday live stream. I feel like the Saturday ones are a bit more active. The Tuesday ones, we just kind of chill out for a little bit, don't we? So we'll probably do some more like little side questy things and whatnot. But anyway, I shall put the kitten break screen up, and I shall be back momentarily. I am back, and I have just read that Gabrielle has social anxiety. Me too, love. It's great, isn't it? We are the best kind of people. Oh God. Yeah. Right. So I remember to actually put the thing back on. What am I doing? Well, I was going to go up and look at that LIVESTREAM, but there's scary people up there, and I can't really be asked to deal with it. Ah, the words of a hero. Words of the heroic protagonist trying to save the world. Well, you know, there were scary people, and I couldn't really be asked. So... just double checking that I turned my microphone back on, because I've done that before. Or I've come back after a break and just, like, left my microphone off. You're all in the chat going, Magpie, turn the microphone back on. I don't know, what do we feel like doing? I mean, maybe actually we would have better luck dealing with those guys if we, what? No, now that we've been to camp and we've managed to get our potions back. Maybe we could go into the wolves, couldn't we? Oh, I don't know. What do I want to do? I don't know what I want to do. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Actually, I tell you what we could do. We need to go back to... what's it, don't we? Yes. The, where the cultists are. Which is there, which I thought I would be able to fast travel to, but apparently I can't. Well, can I only fast travel to camps? I might not be able to fast travel. We'll fast travel down to that camp, and we'll go back to the, where the cultists are. Because I've got some quests to finish there. And then we'll just have a wander about, really. Have a wander about and do what we feel like doing. Should we actually collect all of the caches? Because they're all down in the same area, aren't they? That would be a fun thing for us to do. I reckon we'll go for about another hour, maybe. I know my live streams are normally a bit longer than that, but yeah. Yeah, I didn't have much sleep last night, so I'm not exactly on my game. Last week was a bit of a rough week, I'll be honest with you. It was a bit, yeah, so I just kind of want to, you know. Anyway, there's one around here somewhere, apparently. Oh, there we go. Boop. I mean, it's literally right next to one of our camps. I don't think we need to mark it. I think you could probably just, like, you know, carry it into the camp, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, I left a thing what needed looting. Oh, it was one of the rams I killed for the ram leather that I needed, which I don't need anymore. The ram meat. It was the meat I needed, wasn't it? I left it there. Ooh, there's a quest up there, apparently. I don't know how to get up there. Find myself some iron. I need to do some crafting, don't I? Haven't done any crafting yet. Those dogs have very weird necks. You see, this is the kind of quality that you get when I'm sleep deprived. Normally, I'm like, you know, funny and stuff, but, you know, bit of sleep deprivation, and it's just like, oh, those dogs have weird necks. Fuck's sake. Oh dear. Right, okay. Yes, we need to go to the Lord person, because we found his girlfriend dead. So we need to tell him about that. Was there anything else we needed to do? I think she wanted us to, we did close the rift, didn't we? Yes, because that was what she wanted us to do. So we did do that. So I think it's just the Lord that we need.
The faithful move to follow your divine will.
Okay, the faithful move to follow my divine will. Oh my goodness. You hate it when you have to jump over praying people.
Want no trouble here.
Not that that happens often in life, but you know. This is the wrong place. Come on, jump. There we go. How do I get up to the thing? Oh, it's this way, isn't it? Does anybody else just spend hours in this game once you get to Skyhold? Just spend hours just jumping around Skyhold, like literally just walking around the castle and jumping from place to place. Because honestly, I used to spend hours literally doing nothing but that, just wandering around Skyhold. Jumping about a lot.
We need to be together when the Maker comes.
Especially since when you're in Skyhold, you don't have a health bar, so there's no fall damage. And I just loved lobbing the Inquisitor like off the top of balconies and things like that. That was, oh, honestly. Anyway, yeah, your girlfriend's dead, love.
I found a woman's body down the hill with a letter on it.
This letter, Velena is dead. But we were meant to be together. The Maker would not keep us apart. What am I supposed to do now?
Well, you could kill yourself. Then you'd be with her. Or you could join the Inquisition.
The Inquisition needs men who believe as strongly as you do. Come and help us restore order.
Yes. If waiting here in the hills leaves innocents to die, then I will bring the Maker's word by the sword. My men and I will lend our strength to the Inquisition. Thank you.
For this series, we should start referring to Magpie as Her Holiness. I think you should just call me that generally, Fred. You know, or Her Majesty, Her Highness, you know, anything along those lines. Do me. Her Ladyship. Your Grace. You know, your perfection. Who is it that they call your perfection? Is that's a Dragon Age thing, isn't it? Is it the Divine that they call that? Or is that, or am I thinking of a completely different fandom? Not fandom, what's the word I'm looking for, man? World. There is something where they call them your perfection. I don't think what that is, though. That's not a real life thing, is it? I don't think there's any type of person who is referred to as your perfection in real life, is there? Sorry, Fred's making me laugh. Right, so... Offer Barand guidance. Oh, is that the thing I'm supposed to be doing? Does he need guidance? I mean, how? I know his girlfriend's dead and everything, but he'll get over it, wouldn't he? Would probably have ended badly anyway, it normally does, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, somebody just fell. That sounded like somebody just fell. That sounded like a grunt, like somebody had just fallen, but nobody's health has gone down. So... yeah, I know things to say. See? I need a tangent. What should I go off on a tangent about? We've done sex scenes in fanfiction. I mean, where can we go from there? Hey, people! Hello, people! You know what I need? I need a tangent generator. How cool would that be? A Magpie tangent generator. Where it just like generates a tangent for you to go off on. Oh, that would be so cool. I should invent an app, shouldn't I? Called the tangent generator. Gives you a tangent to go off on. That would be awesome. The Google search indicates that your perfection is the Divine's title in Dragon Age. Ah, there we go. I thought that's what it was, but then I was like, am I making that up? Am I thinking of something else? What have you eaten? Common misconception. I like hearing about what you've had for your dinner. And I'm actually hungry at the minute, so you know. I'm gonna have a salad after this, which I know doesn't sound exciting, but I love a salad. And I don't know whether to have something with it, because it's, you know, it's gonna be a bit close to bedtime, and I've eaten too much crap today, so I probably only want something little anyway. Well, now I'm just thinking about what I'm gonna have for dinner. Oh, there's a thing. Solus. Oh, you've got ice magic on your stuff, haven't you? I think. And we need fire magic. What have you got on your staff, love? Where's your stuff? Stuff. Cold damage, yeah. Although, actually, because that's an ice barrier, which means it needs fire magic, right? If I use my explosive bolt against it, that's not going to do anything, but if I use my explosive bolt against it, does that count? Yay! There we go. And who needs a mage, eh? Who needs a mage when you've got explosives? Musaka! Ooh. I know what it is, but I've never had it. I just don't think I have. It's dragons down here, isn't it? Oh no, it's demons. I thought it was dragons. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Fred called me Your Holiness. Oh yeah, common misconception. We've decided that we're now going to refer to me as Your Holiness at all times. You know, I'm going to put that in the live stream rules. Whenever addressing Magpie, use the term Your Holiness. Every single time as well, not just once. Because like with the, I was going to say the Queen, but we don't have a Queen anymore. Well, we do. Camilla's the Queen, but let's just say the Queen anyway, because I prefer talking about the Queen to Joz. You would when addressing the Queen, like the first time you address her in a conversation, you would call her Your Majesty. But then after that, you just call her Ma'am. Ma'am as in ham, not Ma'am as in palm. Which is funny for me because in Northumberland we say Ma'am instead of Mum, so that's like what you call your mother. You call your mother Ma'am. You alright, Ma'am? So the idea that people call the Queen Ma'am is kind of hilarious to me. Yeah. Anyway.
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
The ones from Tesco are decent. You know what? It's been so long since I've been to a Tesco. It's not a convenient Tesco near me. It's just Asda's. And Lidl. Which is like, that's where all my shopping is done. Asda and Lidl. Anyway, this is a lyrium thing, isn't it?
Red lyrium. Whoever this dwarf was, he was in over his head.
Yeah. We're meant to destroy them, aren't we? Are we meant to destroy them? Or is it a thingy quest, a war table quest, isn't it? Because there's like red lyrium caches around the place and we have to destroy them or something now. Or even a Tesco Express? No, not even a Tesco Express. I mean, like, there's one near enough, but I would have to like drive into the city. Well, the suburbs of the city, and I just can't be arsed with the traffic. Oh, what do we want? I don't know. Should we just keep getting our thingy hoojits up? Yes, exactly. Our thingy hoojits. We'll get them up. You always got to keep your thingy hoojits up, haven't you? Heaven forbid you let your thingy hoojits go down. Or we could... You see, I don't think these ones are particularly good for an archer. I think these ones are more like daggery person. Do you know what? Evade seems pretty good. We'll put evade in. Why not, eh? Why not? Aldi also stocked it. I don't like going into Aldi. Just because, well, the one near me, but it's, I don't know whether it's all Aldi's, but the one particularly near me is very claustrophobic. Like, the aisles are very small. And I like the Lidl near me because the aisles are wide. And even when the shop's busy, it doesn't feel that busy. You know what I mean? You know, and when you work in a big shop like I do, you really don't want to have to then also shop in a big shop because you have a real aversion to big shops generally. And I mean, I always did, even before I worked in a big shop. I prefer little shops, like Lidl. But I don't like it when it's claustrophobic and all the aisles are really narrow. I like it when it's big and wide and open. And the Aldi near me is like very claustrophobic. There we go, now you know my preference of shops. I'm trying to think where the nearest Tesco is. I mean, I know where the nearest big one is, but since you've said about Tesco Express, I'm starting to wonder if there is actually a little Tesco Express somewhere. Not one that I can think of. There's a lot of co-ops, obviously. Co-ops are shit though, aren't they? Bloody hell, man. They never have anything that you want, and then you have to pay like 3 times as much. Morrison's, quite a lot of Morrison. We're just talking about supermarkets now. This is like... There you go, we'll start talking about the weather in a minute.
Mages and Templars fighting everywhere. Great job, Blondie.
Okay, that was a nice random comment. Aldi had crisps with beef and wine flavour. Do you know what we were selling at Christmas? We were selling Christmas pudding flavour crisps. It was Walker's. Walker's made Christmas pudding flavour crisps. Yeah, and they didn't sell at all because who the hell would buy that? And yeah, we reduced them all, and they were all like on the reduced bit, and they were like 10 pence for a pack of 6, or something like that. And we still have some left because just nobody wants them. Nobody wants them because, like, why would you? Really, I like the pigs in blankets flavour crisps though. Oh, they are beautiful. There's a weird trend at the minute with like pizza flavoured crisps, isn't there? And cheeseburger flavoured crisps. I think, what? Run out of ideas for flipping flavours there, love. Not sure what Christmas pudding entails. Right, exactly! I'm just like, what are they, like, I mean, part of me wants to get some, just, you know, to see what they're like, but I also really don't want to. Yeah. Yeah. What am I doing? I'm looking for a cache, aren't I? I don't think it's up here, but we'll claim this thing. Yeah, cheeseburger flavor crisps, yeah. Alright. Like pepperoni pizza flavor crisps and like that. And they never actually taste like pepperoni pizza, they just sort of taste... They usually just taste like slightly smoky bacon ones, you know? Oh, smoky bacon crisps are the best, aren't they? I love smoky bacon crisps. My favourite is Worcestershire sauce, though. Although those ones are hard to come by. We stopped selling them in the shop. I was devastated because I love Worcestershire sauce crisps. Anyway, there's a quest up here. Okay, now the conversations we have, eh? There's a quest up here somewhere, apparently. There's a dead person. Brother, I have fled the circle, but I want no part of this mad rebellion. The Templars and my brethren have both gone mad, and their war has torn apart the very sky. Some of the other isolationists suggested fleeing, and I shall follow their example. It's been too long since I saw you, and it cannot be safe in Haven. If you can make it past the bandits and the demons, join me at grandmother's old home northwest of the crossroads. With your blade and my staff, we can get through this together. And this one sort of mirrors the Blood Brothers quest, which is where there's a mage and a non-mage who are brothers, and they are going to kill each other. And these two were just like, hey, you know what, let's band together and get through this together, which is, you know, the more sensible option. Anyway, back to flavours of crisps. pickled onion. Oh, pickled onion crisps, man. Amazing. Pickled onion, smoky bacon, and Worcestershire sauce. Those are the best ones. I've never been brave enough to try the tomato sauce ones. The tomato sauce flavour crisps. Apparently they're really good, but I've never been brave enough. I've never been brave enough to try the Marmite ones either. But apparently, even if you don't like Marmite, you might still like the Marmite flavour crisps. Apparently that's a thing. So yeah. Does Inquisition touch more upon the major fraternities like isolationists and such? Not really. No, it should have done really, shouldn't it? But no, not really. I, however, am going to touch upon it extensively in my upcoming Dragon Age fanfiction, which I keep telling you about. Unfortunately, I've got distracted writing Living Legends, haven't I, again, and it's fallen by the wayside a tiny little bit, but you know, we'll get there eventually. That's a thing I've already claimed. Oh, I need to head all the way back. Oh, we're next to the camp. That's convenient. Quest that involves the female mage and her Templar lover. I cannot bring that one to mind, Fred. I'll probably remember it when it happens, but I can't bring it to mind immediately. Oh, actually! That is tickling something in the back of my head, but I can't remember who it is. Yes, yes, yes! I remember that now. It's the woman, isn't it, that we've already talked to, but we haven't found him yet, or something like that. Brenda's here! Hello, Brenda!
Thank you again.
Got distracted by returning to it, yeah. Okay, Fred, when the first of my fanfiction videos, which are coming up, I'm doing videos where I talk about my fanfiction. When that first one goes up and you listen to it, it's one of the most Magpie things. How Living Legends came to be and how I ended up writing it is one of the most Magpie things. And when you listen to it, you'll go, that is so Magpie, how Living Legends came to be. I'm not going to spoil it though. Right, there's a cash around here somewhere. There's also a thing to loot. I like a thing to loot. Get all the schematics so I can craft stuff. Can we climb this hill? That looks like a hill I should be able to climb. Can we just manically jump up the hill? This is how you climb hills. You just manically jump until you get to the top. Exactly how that works.
More supplies for Recruit Whittle.
Right, we should go back to Recruit Whittle then. Oh, oh, oh. That's a lot of fire. Those are Templars, aren't they? Or they're people in chantry robes, anyway. Oh, can I open this? I don't think you needed to crouch down, love. I think she crouched down and then had to reach up. Like you were the right height to begin with, darling. Got down on her knees, then she had to like stretch up. Anyway.
Locked themselves in for safety. And then the Templars set the house on fire.
Yeah, well, the Templars are assholes, aren't they? Templars were attacking the peasants we'd taken food from. They wanted to make certain that everybody fought to the death. rather than help us. We took them by surprise with ice and lightning. Do you know what? I'm so hungry. The moment I read ice, my brain went ice cream, and I almost said we took them by surprise with ice cream and lightning. We just chucked ice cream at them. And several were dead before they even saw us. So much for all that Templar discipline. The brutes are off the leash just as much as we are now. Still, there were enough of them to damp our magic, and the sellswords died fast when it came to blows. We'd fallen back into the peasants' home. Oh, it's sturdy enough in here, and it looks like the peasants didn't give up all their food. After all, the door's locked, and the Templars gave up trying to force it after we killed the last fool who tried. I can hear them out there doing something in the trees. Whatever they try, we'll be ready. We're never going back to an encircle. Even the old Templars couldn't stop us. These glorified bandits are no better than we are. Thing is, though, right? They set the house on fire. But this lot were mages. Wouldn't they just have been able to put the fire out with, like, ice? I wouldn't have thought fire would have been, you know, particularly troublesome to mages. It's not like it's burning that much. I mean, I'm stood in it right now, quite happily. So, you know, oh yeah, we'll go back to recruit Whittle, shall we? Then we might wrap up because I'm yawning and I'm hungry. It's just been a little live stream today, you know. Keep everything ticking over. It's a bit of a funny old time at the minute. There's a lot of stuff going on. Not bad stuff necessarily, it's just a bit weird at the minute. So, you know, if the live streams become a bit erratic and stuff for a while, you know, just bear with me, it'll be fine. Yeah. Pick up some iron while we're passing, shall we? Oh, Jesus Christ.
How much did you need?
Stop yawning, Magpie. Am I making all of you yawn? It'd be cool if I was making all of you yawn.
See? What did I tell you?
Yeah. Where's Recruit Will? There he is. Hello.
Baker's breath. If I were back in the city, I could just steal some blankets.
Okay.
I found some of the apostate supply stores. I can mark the locations for you.
I'll get out there myself with a few men and pick them up. This will keep a lot more refugees alive next time it snows. I appreciate it.
It's not gonna snow, it never snows. All of the times that I come here, it's never gonna snow at all. That's not a thing that happens, but okay. Right, okay. I like how our viewers have spiked literally as I'm about to end the live stream. Because I'm actually falling asleep at my computer. Yeah. So, I reckon we'll wrap things up for today. Ooh, what's up here? Ooh, this is exciting, isn't it? Our little explore up here. We're gonna be a fade rift at the top, I imagine. Oh no, there's another camp. Should we set up this camp? Set up this camp and then we'll call it a day. Oh no, it's a camp we've already set up. Oh, it was a nice camp by the lake. Right, okay, so yes, we'll wrap up here. There should be a live stream on Saturday, but I might have to last minute cancel it depending on what happens. assuming that the live stream on Saturday goes ahead, I think what we'll do is we will get Master Dennett's horses, and then we'll leave the Hinterlands and we'll go to Valrio and do all of that stuff, because we're gonna have to come back to the Hinterlands anyway, so there's no point in like running around and getting everything done. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking. And then, yes, right, okay, so Saturday, 3:30 GMT, there should be another Dragon Age livestream, but if I have to last minute cancel it, I shall put a post up and let you know. And then Sunday, 9 AM GMT, will be Oblivion, once again. But, yeah, until then. Now, we found out last time that the album covers don't really work with Inquisition because the people don't do what, you know, they're supposed to do. The party don't do what they're supposed to do. They don't stand where they're supposed to stand. So, should we, oh, fuck. I was going to say, should I just leave you with a nice view? But then I fell down a cliff. Oh, I had such a nice view of the castle from up there. Hang on. Go to Cassandra. And there we go. Then we get teleported back up. The best way to end a Magpie livestream, just accidentally throw myself off a cliff. Right, shall I leave you then? I'll leave you with this beautiful view of the castle. There we go, that can be our album cover. We just have Dora, it'll just be a solo album cover, just like screw the rest of them because, you know, they don't care. They don't want to be on the album cover. We'll just have a Dora album cover. Whoops, a daisies. Oh fuck, I fell down a cliff again. Crying out loud. Crying out loud, come on. Get yourselves together. Right, there we go. That's our album cover. Right, my darlings. I shall see you hopefully. Oh my god, Cassandra, will you stop photobombing me? I shall see you hopefully on Saturday at 3:30 GMT for the continuation of Dragon Age Inquisition,
Is
and
it
then.
true that the entire dwarven economy relies upon lyrium?
Seriously, Solus?
Mostly.
Seriously, you're interrupting my outro.
As well.
And the dwarves of Orzammar have never studied lyrium?
Well, if they have, they certainly haven't shared anything up here. Why?
It is the source of all magic, save that which mages bring themselves. Dwarves alone have the ability to mine it safely. I wondered if they had sought to learn more.
The folks back in Orzammar don't care much about anything but tradition.
See, this is why you're a twat, Solus, honestly. The entitlement. The entitlement. Anyway, yes, Saturday will be the continuation of Dragon Age Inquisition, and Sunday will be the continuation of Oblivion. But until then, my darlings, I shall say goodbye to you.